2023 is the year of the embodiment of your soul's path, where you're truly meant to and you're being then guided and led to truly embody your soul's path. Last year, 2022, was all about that inner stability, the outer growth, where you were really being guided to really step more into your living your life on purpose, uncovering your life purpose, and really getting clarity around what is it that your soul has really come here to do. Now, this year, on the other hand, is all about really stepping into that, right? Being that awakening soul, being that soul that really lives your life on purpose, stepping into your soul's mission. So it's truly about really embodying your soul's path for this lifetime. So this year is truly, it's a completely different energy period than it was last year. This year is really about really embodying that soul self that you are. And in this video today, I want to share with you the 5 key things that I would like for you to know about this year, so you know how to prepare for this year, what to watch out for, and what you can really do to make the most out of what's offered to you right now. So at the end of the year, you can look back and you're like, oh my God, this has been an amazing year so far. So let me share with you those 5 key things. The first thing that I want you to know is that this year, your inner growth is going to continue, meaning that there is more healing that is necessary. Because in order to really align yourself and step into and be your awakening self, well, you kind of have to uncover the things that are overshadowing your awakening self, your awakened self. So there's still a lot more healing that is going on. I don't feel that it's going to be as intense as it was in 2022, because there was period was a lot of healing, especially with the eclipse season between May and then from March, May to October, November with the second eclipse. But this year, it feels a little different. Yes, there's still going to be healing involved. Yes, there may be some periods where there's a little intenser healing, but I don't feel that it's going to be as intense as it was last year. So just be prepared, because when you are aware that there's going to be healing periods, you can actually do your own work before it really happens. Because when those cosmic events happen, such as the eclipses from last year, the eclipses pull the stuff out, and we're going to have eclipses this year as well. So instead of waiting for the eclipse season to start and pulling the stuff out of you, do your own work on a daily basis. Become aware what is out of alignment, what doesn't feel right, what triggers you, what is being brought up within you, and then lean into it. Don't just say, oh, I'm not going to deal with this right now, I don't want to deal with it, putting it aside, but really leaning into like, okay, what is going on here? What am I feeling? What is coming up for me? What can I learn from this? When you are really leaning into those challenges, the things that are coming up for you, you can then be in your power and say, okay, I don't want this no more. What can I do to let it go? What can I do to release it? Right? Because everything that's happening outside of your life that is triggering you is basically it's holding up a mirror showing you what is going on within you. So instead of being upset that something happened and something upset you, or adversity happened or whatnot, use it as that mirror to look within. Where is this coming up within me? What is that triggering within me? Because like I said, more healing is necessary for you to really step into that. Because this year is all about embodying your soul's path, embodying your awakening self, your awakened self. Well, like I said, some healing is still necessary for you to really connect more deeply with that in order to then embody that. And all that healing, yes, it's not always nice and comfortable, and oftentimes it's quite uncomfortable and painful. It is actually to your highest and greatest good. It can help you grow. It can help you transform and really step into that more awakening self, or uncover more of who you truly are at soul level. And I want to invite you, if you haven't seen my last video, the year-end cleanse from last year, definitely check it out, where I'm going to assist you through a light code activation to help you release any remainders of 2022. You can still watch it, you can still release it, so it's never too late to release something, and you can always put some intention of what you want to release, what you want to leave behind, in order to then move forward. So the link for that video is in the description below if you want to check it out. Then the second thing I want you to be aware of is that there will be a time, or maybe times, where you feel absolutely uncomfortable, unsatisfied with the old, the outdated, with your life, how it has been. And that is actually an inner nudge from soul to listen, to get clear on what is out of alignment, and to make a change. Because all that uncomfortable feeling, let's say you're in a job that you absolutely don't enjoy anymore, and in a way you would like to do something different, but you haven't really acted on that because you're comfortable in your job. Maybe you're afraid of starting something different, or looking for something different, or just a change that comes with maybe changing jobs or starting your own business or anything like that. Well, there will be a time when you're feeling so uncomfortable, so unsatisfied, that it may even become somewhat internally painful. And that's truly your soul trying to nudge you, saying, listen, this is outdated. This is no longer serving you. This doesn't fit anymore. So the more you ignore those inner nudges, the more intense that feeling of being unsatisfied, unfulfilled, being just not happy in your life will become, because that is truly your soul trying to get your attention, that, hey, pay attention. You're missing the point here. You're missing something. So the more you ignore it, the more intense you may feel this throughout this year. Now, there may be multiple times that this will happen, because it's truly to nudge you to check in with yourself, to see what is out of alignment, what doesn't feel right anymore, and then to say, well, what do I want instead? And in here, I want to invite you to listen to soul. Not what does your mind say, well, I could look for another job, it's safer that way, or maybe I can just change my perception around. No, you really want to tune into your heart, connect with soul to see, what does my soul want? Because this year is all about embodying your soul's path, not your ego's path, right? It's about your soul's higher path. This higher path has been activated within you last year. With all the things that happened last year, it all been activated, because you are meant to move into living your soul, your life on purpose. Well, in order to do that, you've got to tune in to see what is it that your soul truly desires. So throughout the year, there may be times, depending on how good you listen to your inner voice. If you're not listening as much, then you may feel more unsatisfied, unhappy, and frustrated and stuck in your life. Just know, whenever you're feeling that, that's a call for you to tune in, to stop yourself, to listen, tune in, and to listen. Like, okay, what do I want? What do I want? What does my soul desire? And then act on the insights without delay. And just to listen to what your soul is trying to convey to you. And then, of course, trust it, and then you want to act on that. So that's the second thing. Just be aware that there will be times this year, depending on how much you listen, how much you work with your own energies and what's coming up for you, that you could feel that inner dissatisfaction and all of those things. Like I said, just listen a little bit more to what's going on within you. Then the third piece here is that as you're then becoming aware that, things are in alignment, you're listening more to soul, and when you're really connecting to that, and you're really opening yourself up to be shown what is that higher path, then those ideas will then also come forth. Ideas for creative projects, for creative things that are being asked to be expressed through you. That will then also come this year. So you may have a lot of ideas coming in that maybe you don't even know which one to start with. Here, I want to invite you, maybe always have somewhat of a notebook with you, or your phone, where you can take down notes of the ideas that you're being given. It's those ideas that when you get, like, oh my God, it's like that inner excitement, like, oh, this is exciting, this is interesting, right? Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to act upon each and every idea that you're being given. Think of it like that. The universe, your guides want to just give you all the ideas. Your soul, they want to give you all these ideas. And then it's up to you, because you have free will, right? That's the beautiful, or sometimes not so beautiful thing about, being human. We have free will. We can choose what we want and what we don't want, what we want to act on, what we don't want to act on. So that's why it's important that you write down all the ideas that you're getting. And then tune into each idea. Never disregard any idea that you're getting. If it is that inspiration that was flowing through, write it down. There is a higher purpose for why you were given this idea. Then you want to tune in to see, okay, which one of those ideas do I feel called to act upon right now? Yes, those ideas are going to stretch you. They're probably going to feel very uncomfortable or just slightly uncomfortable because they are meant to make you grow, right? And anything that's growth related, it's not always easy on the ego, right? So you may feel a little overwhelmed. You may feel a little stretched by that. But here, pay attention if it feels right. And some of those ideas are a yes, but not a right now. So what you can do is write all these ideas down and then tune in and ask, is this a yes? Do I really feel called to do that? Okay, yes or no. And then if you get a yes, then you can say, okay, is this a right now or is it a later? And then pay attention to what is the insights you're getting. If it's a later, okay, write it down. This is for later. It's not for right now. But you're being given the idea to already somewhat energetically align yourself to that. So that's what I mean. Like, you get ideas that are definitely yes, but they may be a not right now. So then you may be being given certain insights into the idea, but it's not yet. You're not feeling that inner desire yet, or that inner drive to, okay, now it's time for me to act. So that's why it's so important that you're writing those ideas down. But the ones that you're getting a yes and a yes right now, you want to act on that without delay. You want to get started on that, because that will then also help you, especially if you're feeling unfulfilled in your life, you're feeling a little stuck and not so happy in your life. Whenever you're getting those ideas, you're meant to act upon them right away. And even if it's just small steps, because that will then help you move into the direction that your soul is meant to move into, that your soul desires to move into. You always want to listen to the guidance that you're getting, and you want to trust and, like I said, act without delay, because that will then help you change your life. And if you're not quite sure how to best trust your inner calling or your inner voice, there's a video I want to invite you to check out about how to really listen and trust your inner calling and really step into that. Link is in the description below. But if you're open to it, then this year you will get many of those ideas that will allow you and help you to really step into and truly embody the soul's path that you're meant to move on to, that you're meant to walk upon and do the work that you're here to do. And the fourth piece here is that this year is also more of an action-based kind of year, where you're meant to really take actions on these ideas that you're getting. Because like I said, there are many ideas that most likely will be coming through if you open yourself up to receiving the ideas. Because much is being asked to be expressed through you, not so much from you, right? Whenever you're getting ideas, they're never coming from you, they're coming through you, because you're receiving those insights, the downloads, and it's coming through you, right? So a lot is asked to be expressed through you this year, and that also means that you have to act on it. So there's going to be times when, yes, there's going to be time when you're going to go in within, slowing down to receive the ideas, to open yourself up to it. But then there's also the action phase of actually doing the work, acting on those ideas that you're being given, acting on the inspiration, and taking those steps that will lead you to help you move forward. Because in order to really embody your soul's path, well, you've got to do the work, right? You have to do the things that are being given to you, the insights that you're receiving, the downloads you're getting, the insights or the ideas that you're being given. You have to act upon them. So much may be asked of you this year. Like I said, much is asked to be expressed through you in order for you to really step onto your soul's path, doing your soul's work, doing your, really embracing your soul's mission. And here I also want to invite you to be the rebel and listen to your soul. Even if other people may say, don't do this, it will never work. Don't listen to them. If it comes from within, if you're getting the guidance from within and you're like, this is the right thing for me to do, then act on it and trust and do it whatever you feel called to do. If there's anything that doesn't feel right, then don't do that. It's really about being the rebel, because in order to embody your soul's highest path, in order to really listen to your soul, that really means being the rebel. Maybe even going against what other people say you should or shouldn't do, or how things should be done, and those type of things. Because the one person that knows best is you, your soul. Your soul knows exactly what is meant to happen, how you're meant to go about, and those type of things, right? No one else can tell you. Yes, they can give you insights, they can give you ideas or whatnot, but then you need to tune in to see which one of those things feel most in alignment with me. And then truly, I want to invite you, give yourself the permission to be the rebel. Even if it means going against what other people say, but really listening to your soul. Listening to your soul's insights, guidances, nudges, because your soul is your best ally to help you move forward. Now, of course, that doesn't mean to never listen to anyone else, but like I said, you can get their insights, but then choose what feels in alignment. Not what you think is the right thing to do or what you see other people do, but what feels in alignment. And then trust that, act on that. But like I said, there will be also an action phase throughout the year where you're meant to act on those ideas to move forward. And then the fifth piece here is that your life will also transform. Because as you grow, as you transform your life outside of you and also within you, internally, externally, it will transform. It will transform before your eyes in ways you never even thought possible. Because the more you embody your soul's path, the more you awaken more to your true soul self within, as you're doing the healing and those type of things, your life will transform. It truly will have a ripple effect. If one area changes, then it has a ripple effect into all the other areas. The more you're feeling more in alignment with yourself, that in itself has a massive ripple effect because it will affect every single area of your life. Because you're showing up differently, you're feeling differently, you're vibrating higher. You're not as affected by all these lower level frequencies no more. So the more you heal, the more you release, the more you align yourself to your soul's path, the more you listen to your soul and really follow that soul's inner guidance, then your life will truly change. It will truly transform in ways that you've never even thought possible. And this is really what's at offer for us this year, is that your life can truly transform, because the more you embody that, your life has to transform, right? There's no question about it. Your life will transform the more you step into your awakening self, the more you step into and embody your soul's path. There's just no question about your life will transform. Where you then experience more abundance, more happiness, more success, more fulfillment, more joy, more love, whatever it is that you truly want, you will experience more of that. So this year is truly going to be an exciting year. I cannot wait to see, all the things that are unfolding for this year. And I really want to invite you, allow it. I just gave you the 5 key things to be aware of, to focus on this year. Really make the most out of it by allowing these things to unfold. Because then you will truly soar. Then you truly will shine your light even more without holding back, without feeling limited, without feeling like you have to dampen your light to fit in and those type of things. So you will feel like you will have that sense of coming home. The more you embody your soul's path, your awakening soul, you will have that sense of, this is me. You will finally know yourself for who you truly are. So allow it to happen. So here are the key things for this year. Really hope you enjoyed this. Now, if you want some more clarity of this year, more insights into what this year holds for you in particular, then I want to invite you to consider my year ahead Akashic Record reading, where you will get a personalized report, a blueprint for this year. It's going to be very extensive, where you really get insights into 15 particular questions. There's a link in the description below if you want to check it out, and also the questions that I will be answering throughout this reading, and it will really give you that blueprint for the year ahead, so you can truly stay in alignment and really embody your soul's path even more and in the most aligned way. So if that's of interest to you, like I said, link is in the description below. I would be honored to be able to give you a reading for the year ahead. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment below and let me know. Are you now ready to truly step into and embrace your soul's path? Have you maybe already have received some insights into what is that soul's path for you moving forward? I would love to know. Leave me a comment below. And also be sure to check out this video here about how to truly listen and trust your inner calling and really follow your soul's path, where I share some 8 tips in there. So I think you're going to love it. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.